What's good, fam? It's your boy Dway's on Place. You know the name, you know the face, you know the time, you know the place. And today we back with a brand new react. Matter of fact, we're about to get into something a little wild, a little left field over here. I saw this recently. This video is a little bit old, but I saw this title and I was like, damn, why are they coming at sahiphop like this? Okay, I think that was a couple months ago, but I only saw this recently, so I wanted to react to it. The Desperation of sahiphop rappers. Now I think this is by plutoton, I think is the channel name, and I think they are an international channel, so, or an American based channel. So I was like, yo, why are you coming at SA like this? Okay, I'm trying to investigate, I'm trying to protect my own, fight for the boys, you know. Okay, let's get into it.
The South African hip-hop industry was unstoppable, a musical force that once ruled the scene with its compelling beats and powerful lyrics. It was the heartbeat of the streets, resonating with the dreams and realities of the nation. But over time, something unexpected happened, a slow decline that left many wondering what went wrong.
I don't know if you guys saw this, ne?
This is why they keep saying sahiphop is dead, okay? Because the numbers have been declining. Even now, it's like maybe a few months later from the point where this video was recorded. And the numbers are still pretty tough in sahiphop, right? It's not flourishing like it once was.
But according to a new report, there hasn't been a single hip-hop song or album that has topped the Billboard Hot 100 charts in 2023. And it's been like 30 years since this has happened.
Jeez.
Wow. How crazy?
It's crazy.
That is crazy.
So it's the, what is it? Just a slump or a permanent decline of hip hop?
I think it's a permanent decline.
I also think
permanent.
But
That's
not a
big,
permanent one. Maybe something will come up and revive it. You know what I mean? But it's a definite decline.
Why do you think hip-hop has declined though, so?
I just think hip-hop's declined because there's no originality anymore. Like, everybody's kind of copying and pasting what everybody else is doing. Nobody's coming with their own, like, variations of something. Like, their variations are very similar to what somebody else is doing. So nobody's coming with, you know, a new layer of piano. Like, okay, it's hip-hop, but I'm just saying, like, nobody's really innovating, right? Like, nobody's really innovating like they used to. It's really just going back to more of the vernac. It's going back to more of the trappier sounds. You know, it's not really growing. Like, it's not really growing.
Oh no, there's just so much music out there, bro.
It wasn't just one thing that led to this downfall. It was like a perfect storm of challenges that converged to shake the foundation of South African hip-hop. The lack of new ideas, the rise of music made by computers, and the ascent of something called amapiano, a whole new style of music that took the spotlight away from South African hip-hop with its over-the-top beats. And
I do think that piano and hip-hop were supposed to fuse. And they were fusing, but somewhere along the road it stopped. Like, they were coming together slowly but surely, and then zwi, you know. And I think that would have helped sahiphop. The problem with sahiphop, like I said, I just feel like it's been stagnant, bro. People don't really want to take too much risks. People want to play it safe. People want to do what they feel works and what's going to get them gigs. People don't want to push the boundaries anymore. They want to think outside the box. They want to do what's safe, what works, and what people are going to fuck with. That's all sahiphop's concerned about. They're not really concerned about really making life-changing art, at least majority of the game.
Catchy lyrics. This amapiano genre quietly rose from the corners of local neighborhoods by blending house music with familiar South African vibes, leading the South African hip-hop community entirely overshadowed to the point of irrelevance. Hip-hop went from being the fastest-growing genre in South Africa to being one of the worst-performing genres in the country, as the beats of amapianos continue to echo throughout the industry, and the dance floor keeps getting bigger. The foundation of South African hip-hop remains shaken to the core. So here we are.
And I also want to say, I feel like we've also lost our goats now. Like, Riky, we've lost. AKA, we've lost. Cassper's still here, but I feel like Cassper kind of gave up on hip-hop at a point, and ever since he came back, he just hasn't been really bringing the fire like he used to, you know? So I feel like hip-hop lost a lot of its older statesmen, you know? And the guys who are older statesmen in hip-hop now, I still think they're more concerned about their own career still, you know? Like, let's say, for instance, Deleuze, KO, guys in that sort of field. Like, yes, they've helped people come up, but I feel like guys like that have still mostly been the artists. They're not really trying to help people up like that. Like they don't mind like seeing somebody's talent and be like, oh, let me stand you, or let me sit you right next to me. Let me show you the ropes. They'll do that, but they're not necessarily trying to put other artists before them. They're not at that stage. Whereas a Riky was trying to do something like that. Keenan, I wouldn't say necessarily he was trying to do that, but I feel like he aligned himself a lot to guys who are upcoming, like a younger, like a Costa Titch. You know, like Keenan would stand next to that guy, like a Nasty C. Like Keenan would stand next to you when you were still on the come up. MT, like all these guys, Keenan would stand next to very early on in their careers. So I feel like these were guys who really were trying to uplift hip hop with the new talent and push the new talent in front, you know, not necessarily always take the shine. Whereas the guys who are remaining, I feel like they're still trying to get the bag type, you know, vibes. They're not really trying to make sure that other artists are established. But anyway, let me carry on, because I know you guys are going to cry. Oh, you talk too much.
Are today, in a world where the beats of hip-hop have become quieter, and amapiano's melodies have become the language of the young generation. But before we explore how South African hip-hop met its match with the amapiano genre, I think it's important to start with how the rise of AI-generated music could potentially destroy both genres for good. Hi, I'm Plutoton, and I make videos like this.
I just want to say, I don't think AI is going to destroy music, but it's definitely going to compete with artists. It's definitely going to compete. But I don't think it's going to completely eradicate artists. Nah, I don't think that's going to happen.
Every time.
In the long term, AI may become autonomous and take over the world, but in the short term, it's being used by politicians to control what you think.
But now it seems like AI is coming for our jobs and careers within the music industry. AI can compose songs, start to finish, write songs, mix songs, and even generate vocals that sound human.
AI algorithms have become increasingly sophisticated, producing melodies, beats, and even lyrics that are...
This song is a banger. This song is a banger. Like, I didn't want to like it at the beginning, but I couldn't help it, bro. It grew on me. It really grew on me. Hot on my sleeve. That's the best AI song that's ever been created. Facts.
Strikingly close to human creations. This has led to an influx of AI-generated tracks flooding streaming platforms, sparking a revolution that's leaving both record labels and artists on a shaky ground. Statistics reveal that in the past year, AI-generated tracks have accounted for a staggering 30% of all music uploaded on the internet. After the release of Nasty C's song called Born to Win, a duplicate version of the song was later uploaded and featured an AI-generated voice of the American rapper Lil Baby.
That was one of the most fire records Lil Baby has ever done in the past 3 years, and that wasn't even Lil Baby.
People on the internet genuinely fell for it and believed that Nasty C had truly released a remixed version of the song with Lil Baby, proving that the voice accuracy of AI can very much potentially ruin the livelihood and career of any artist.
Ebana, ad blocker. What's going on?
With the convenience of AI tools, emerging
Sophia.
artists are tempted to bypass traditional label routes, causing a significant blow to record label profits. Imagine an aspiring artist named Jane. Instead of signing with a record label, Jane uses an AI software to craft their debut album. They save thousands on production costs and gain instant access to an eager online audience. This shift hits record labels hard. Their financial model heavily relies on scouting, nurturing, and promoting talent. With AI-generated music now on the rise, the value of human creativity is being challenged like never before.
Wait. How does this relate to SA artists being desperate? Like what? Like, this title is so left field from what's going on in this video.
Industry experts predict that if this trend continues, record labels could face a massive loss of up to 40% in revenue over the next 5 years. In the world of music, money talks, and the rise of AI-generated music is already causing record labels to listen intently. When these computer programs start creating music that people love, the money starts flowing toward them. This means that if record labels don't see their favorite artists making enough money, they might have to make a tough choice. Either they keep supporting the artist, or follow the money and embrace the AI wave. This financial tug-of-war could force them to lean more towards those AI-created tunes, which might save them money but could also leave artists feeling abandoned. It's like a balancing act between the heart of music and the seductive nature of money, and the outcome could shape the future sound of the industry. With AI-generated tracks available at a fraction of the cost, the very essence of traditional artist and label relationships is under threat, capable of destroying both South African hip-hop and the amapiano genre. But artificial intelligence is not...
Well, it's capable of destroying all genres, right? Not just amapiano and South African music. This guy's making it like it's only a South African problem. No, this can happen to all genres of music across the globe.
The only thing that has the hip-hop genre in a chokehold, as ever since amapiano's rhythmic beats first echoed through the townships, its ascent has been meteoric. From its origins as a fusion of house, jazz, and quieto, amapiano has managed
Quieto!
capture hearts and feet alike, sweeping away the dominance of South African hip-hop among the majority of its people. Statistics paint a vivid picture of this transformation. Over the past 3 years, amapiano tracks have consistently outperformed hip-hop singles and albums on streaming platforms, amassing millions of streams and monthly listeners that most South African hip-hop artists can only dream of. Just looking at the top 5 most listened amapiano artists on Spotify
Foca.
versus hip-hop artists, it doesn't take rocket science to see that there's a huge gap in monthly listeners. The most listened to artist on amapiano is sitting at 2.6 million monthly listeners, with the lowest artists on the top 5 getting a whopping 800,000.
Why they gotta show Major League as the lowest artist? Come on, don't disrespect Major League like that, please. Please.
monthly listeners.
They-
While on the
they
other
major,
hand, the
for
most
real.
listened to artist in the South African hip-hop genre is Nasty C at 1.4 million listeners, and AK in the 5th spot with 500,000 listeners.
I think that's changed. There's no way. There's no way. This was quite some time ago, so I do believe that AK's monthly listeners are probably further up. I would check right now, but I don't want to risk my computer just freaking out.
Further proving that with each melodic note, amapiano created a sonic revolution.
Hip-hop is dying a slow death, bro.
Exactly. So it's like everyone is just looking for what's the next best thing.
If you're a
And
hip
that's the sad part for me. You know?
true, but if you're a hip hop artist, this is the time
To do what?
to
Release.
But she's like, to do what? It's like, to do what? What are you gonna do? There's nothing you can do. It's done. It's been done.
or if you're an upcoming, to remind everyone that hip hop is not going
It's
anywhere.
not landing.
Or at least rap to an amapiano.
Hey, stop hating, guys. Stop hating. Hip hop is trying, okay? It's in a renewal stage, okay? It's refreshing, all right? Reloading.
It's not.
The influence extends beyond the charts. Amapiano dance trends took social media by storm, uniting people from different corners of the world in its pulsating rhythm. It became more than just music, it was a cultural phenomenon, even having big global stars like Cristiano Ronaldo dancing to its tunes.
Ow.
But the tale doesn't stop within the
Costa.
South African borders. Amapiano's magnetic appeal transcended continents, drawing in artists from around the globe. The likes of Burna Boy, and even the American artist Sway Lee, succumbed to the genre's allure, shifting their focus from their established genres to ride the amapiano wave. Even with
Wait, Sway Lee still has not dropped any amapiano song. Didn't he say this like a year ago? Oh, amapiano to the world. And then he put like a Nigerian flag there. Then people got upset as usual. People on X sitting on their couch, nothing to do, crying. Oh, how could you say it's Nigerian?
Wiz Khalifa revealed on Instagram that people should be expecting his presence in the genre of amapiano.
Didn't
Numbers
happen
tell
either.
a compelling story. Amapiano's international collaborations garnered millions of views and streams within days of release, with the genre's distinct sounds infiltrating even the most distant of music charts. As the amapiano genre continues to rise, South African hip-hop's once unassailable reign is gradually fading to irrelevance. And as the industry shifted, the focus moved from traditional album sales to digital streams, making the landscape even more competitive. A stark reminder that the industry was changing, and artists needed to adapt to survive. Established hip-hop artists like Focalistic found themselves facing crossroads. Once known for his rap prowess, now graces amapiano charts, embodying the genre.
I don't think Focalistic was ever known for his rap prowess. I don't think that was ever a thing. Like, he did rap before, but no one was like, oh my god, Foco is the best rapper ever. Nah, Foco was just a rapper. He was just an MC type rapper. Then he switched over to the Janos, and he started rapping over Janos beats, and that took off. Okay, so please, let's get the facts straight. There's no hate to Foca. I think Foca is amazing at what he does. I'm just keeping the facts 100.
Genre's sweeping influence. Other big artists like Reason and Cassper Nyovest found themselves transitioning
Nyovest?
to making amapiano
Cassper Nyovest.
music. Their transition was not only a musical pivot but also a strategic decision to remain relevant and cater to the evolving tastes of their fan base. Although controversial, this move highlighted the industry's adaptability in the face of changing musical landscapes. The decline of hip-hop and
Young Stunner looks like someone I know. There's a guy called Morlemo. Anyway,
South Africa mirrored a broader global trend. Factors such as oversaturation, changing listener preferences, and the rise of streaming platforms led to a decline in album sales and chart performance. In the end, the decline of hip-hop in South Africa isn't just a story of fading popularity alone. It's a tale of adaptation and the ever-changing nature of artistic expression. To answer the ultimate question, is South African hip-hop dead? The simple answer is no. As amapiano continues to reign and AI-generated music keeps evolving, one thing remains certain. The journey of South African hip-hop music is far from over. The fact that artists like Nasty C, Saudi, blxckie, and others continue to get hundreds of thousands of monthly listeners on Spotify and millions of views on YouTube is proof on its own that South African hip-hop continues to rank numbers. Whether it's the beats of the past, the melodies of the present, or the rhythms of the future, the South African hip-hop evolution continues to shape the nation's cultural tapestry, echoing through the vibrant streets, the bustling markets, and the hearts of a nation.
MT the hustler, you already know. Okay. Yeah, guys, I think like if we move to present day right now, I think South African hip hop is still somewhat struggling a bit, but it's definitely in a better place. It's in a better place. It's at a point where I feel like it needs a new representation. It needs a new guard. It needs a new band of heroes to come together and push the culture to the next level. Like, you know, blxckie and all those guys, lucasraps, I feel like they're pretty much established now. We need the new wave of guys, you know, your Horrid the Messiahs, your Young Kid Reezy, Jay Katanas, Tay Tanners, all these kids, man. Like, we need all these guys to come and take over. We need guys like Case Closed, right? We need guys like Manday. Who else? There's a bunch of guys who need to step up and take over now, you know? And I think that will sort of bring a new fresh sense and fresh presence to SA hip hop. Your McLaren's, 25Ks, all those guys are pretty much established now, bro. I wouldn't call those guys the new school. I think they're pretty much established now. So yeah, but SA hip hop, I don't know why he's saying the desperation, because I don't feel like SA hip hop artists are desperate. And why I would say that is because a lot of them didn't even do the whole transition to amapiano when the Janos dropped. Like, a lot of them actually stayed true to hip hop. You know, yeah, dudes did change, but a lot of them actually, like, guys already established in hip hop didn't really switch over like that. It's more of the guys on the come up where hip hop wasn't really working, they switched over and started working when they got to the Janos. But anyway, guys, it's been your boy Dways on Blaze, the guy who loves just to talk all day and night. You know, your boy, keeping it right, keeping it tight, keeping it, you know, a light. Check you in the next one. All right, yes sir.